I did not have, if I showed you my resume, the mistakes I made from a marketing perspective, Lord have mercy. I can't even, if I could find it, we would have a good time laughing.
Yeah, man, yeah. David.
Yes, sir.
Joining me today, I really, really appreciate it.
Excited to be here.
I like to start these with the deep dive stuff.
Okay.
So if it's all right with you, I'm gonna do that.
Let's go.
First app you look at on your phone in the morning.
Goodness. So this is kind of a new thing for me.
Yeah.
But I've been tuned into the Bible app more lately than I normally am. So I'm a routine guy, so I've got a pretty solid, like, this happens every morning.
Yeah.
And I've begun to, this year, full disclosure, last year I would tell you it would be my email.
Yeah.
Sadly.
It's real. Yeah, no.
But I'm trying to be a little bit more purposeful about it.
Okay.
And start off just verse of the day, just nothing scholarly, but
No.
just the,
It's the same
little meditation.
It's the first app I look at.
Nice. Solid.
I traditionally email,
Yeah.
Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever. I have had to use the focus options on the iPhone to kind of.
I do as well.
Yeah, to make sure that I don't see those things in the morning. But yeah, it's maybe my first 15 minutes of my day. Very structured in my mornings as well. I try to be structured everywhere, but you know how that is.
Yeah.
But my mornings are in my control. It's really the only time of the day that I am fully in control.
I agree. Well, I can't agree with you there. I don't know that there's ever a time in my life that I feel fully in control. But my mornings, I would say, even in the office, like I'm in the office real early. Most days before 6 a.m.
You're in the office?
In the office, physically, yeah.
Okay.
5:30 to 6.
So I'm up at 6. I'm rising at 6.
4:15, alarm goes off, 4:30.
You hitting the snooze?
No, I don't snooze.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Love it.
I can't. So for probably 10, maybe 15 years, the alarm was across the bedroom. So I had to get out of bed, and it was close to the bathroom door, so that I would, naturally, by the time I got to the alarm, I had to go pee.
Yeah.
So it motivated me into the shower and on. So
absolutely.
Again, routine, like a structured. I don't have to do that anymore. That discipline kind of set in, but
after a while, it just becomes habit.
correct.
Right? Yeah. One word, the hardest part about being an entrepreneur is?
Consistency.
Love it. One word, the habit I'll never give up.
Loving my wife.
I love that answer. How long you been married?
32.
32?
Well,
what?
32 in April. So, but funny story, last year, 31st anniversary, we're away, and I'm not social, like I don't have really any social, but I posted something. I think I might have hacked Maria's to post our 32nd wedding anniversary.
You said 30, saying it was 31.
But the great part is she thought it was 32 as well. So I was
so
okay.
It just flew right by. I love it. That's hilarious.
Yeah, but we're 32 years, about 37 years together.
Man.
I know it. She looks 37.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, bro. Lucky guy. Yeah, man, for sure. 32 years. What's the secret?
Oh, I'll go back to the first question you asked, Christ. I mean,
I like that.
It wouldn't be, we are, I mean, we were kids when we got together. We were messy. Yeah. There's no doubt it's our faith that's been our glue.
I love that. Three strands.
100%.
Yeah, man.
Not easily broken. But the two of us, oh my goodness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'd probably have some hard times without that third strand.
Amen. Okay, so you guys correct me if I'm wrong, you may be the first entrepreneur we've had on the show that worked in a business and then acquired the business.
All right. So that's definitely not common.
It's not common at all. Talk to me about going first. Why? Why did you decide to go into business for yourself and then acquire where you were currently working?
Yeah, so it's even more interesting than that. I took the job in 2007
Okay.
because I was transitioning from a full-time ministry role into what I wanted, was stirring in my heart is I wanted to be in technology sales. I wasn't partial per se, but my dream job, silly as it may sound today, my dream job was to be a B2B Verizon cell phone rep.
Okay.
And that at that time, the guy his name was Russ Cuccia. Russ, if you're out there, hope you're doing well, buddy.
Shout out Russ.
So he, in the role that I was in ministry, about 80% of my time was the business administration of the organization. And so contracts, anything contractual, I dealt with. So Russ was like, it was Christmas every time he came in the door. It was always a great day. So I had this orientation with him, technology oriented anyway, have been since a kid. Like it just was, as I started thinking about transition out of ministry, wanting to be entrepreneurial in business, that seemed like the great segue. Man, I couldn't get them to look at me for...
Really?
Yeah, coming from ministry, just not having the background for it.
Not the resume at the top of the list.
I did not have, if I showed you my resume, the mistakes I made from a marketing perspective, Lord have mercy. I can't even, if I could find it, we would have a good time laughing.
Yeah, man, we should look for it.
So you're right. So Wayne Parrish, who our longest tenured employee at Rite, 25 years this past year, April, so this coming April will be 26 years. He was the sales manager at the time. He was also my rep. Yeah. So I was a customer of Rite beforehand.
Okay.
So the transition was more of a 1 year in my mind. If I can rep this for a year, anybody will hire me.
Okay.
Within the first year, I became inspired that I would own the business.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're doing the job really to get the experience to do something else.
Correct. 100%, without question, unequivocally, this was a stepping stone in my mind. But as within, probably the first 6 months, I approached the founding owner and he said, Polimeni, show me the money. That was his response.
Show me the money.
Yeah, I said, would you ever consider, I said, I'm starting to see the value here. Would you ever consider a partner? Would that ever be? And I had been since a kid entrepreneurial and, paper routes and shoveling. I grew up in Massachusetts. Always my first business right out of high school. So
nice.
Yeah.
You've always had the spirit.
I've had a drive since 10 years old. I can look back to 10 years old and see a very definite drive.
I can see that in my life. I did not know it. So I grew up in Cincinnati, shoveling snow, cutting grass in the summer. And then even out of high school, like I would buy and sell CD players. I'm old. CD player, like card decks.
Brother, it was cassette tapes.
Come on, man.
Calling yourself old.
We had, the CD player where the face came off. You remember that?
Oh, I do.
So subs, amps, and I would buy them and sell them for more, and then charge people to install them. And the kids today would say a side hustle, but I was just making a little extra coin. So I always had the spirit, but I didn't necessarily look at it as a business. And I wish I had. I wish going back at that, if I'd have done it a certain way, who knows what I could have built.
I turned my passion for cars as a kid into a business right out of high school.
Really? What'd you do?
So performance modifications to Fox body Mustangs.
Okay.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Nice.
Yeah.
You still got any of those?
No Fox body, but I've got 3 Mustangs, yeah.
3, what years?
07, 12, and 21.
Oh, yeah. I like the 21. I like the 21 a lot.
It's pretty. All I do is look at it, but it's pretty.
Yeah. What you mentioned being structured and routine. What is one habit or thing on your calendar that you protect at all costs? Oh
goodness, there's probably not much. In all honesty,
really?
That's probably not an area of. I would tell you that I'm more responsive in my life right now than I've ever been, and it's more on demand. So it's not by design, but based on just certain things over the last few years that have positioned me at a place of it's not recovery, it's not growth. So I want to try to frame it. It's intentional directive
Okay.
that has consequence, and the consequence is that demand.
Wow. That's interesting. So you've kind of evolved into.
Made a decision 3 years ago to make some significant adjustments. That every decision has results that often are secondary, tertiary decisions.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a lot longer journey than I anticipated. But this is kind of cool thing personally that I think about life, and for me, faith. If God showed me everything that was wrong with me, right, he'd be overwhelmed by it.
Right.
But if I knew this journey was going to be this long, man, even as I think back to entrepreneurialism, if you knew the challenges that would be set ahead of you as an entrepreneur, would you ever do?
Right.
Man, alive. I
Probably
don't think
not.
many of us would.
No.
So
What is, thinking about from that line of thinking, what's something that you encountered that you didn't expect to encounter that surprised you about being an entrepreneur?
people.
Like dealing with them?
Yeah, the concept of as an entrepreneur in a heavily people oriented, again, first pursuit in life, adult life being ministry, desire really truly was less about religion and more about enrichment, and not to water down the spirituality of it, but it truly was people centric.
About the people, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So entrepreneurialism is an extension of that in a different light. So the idea that I'm building into an individual that in the moment doesn't want what they need, that's a surprise.
You're getting them to take the pill,
That
so to speak.
that should, in my mind, be a sugar pill,
Right.
but
They don't
in
see it
their
that way.
mind, it requires adjustment or discipline or change,
Right.
some, imposition, imposed growth, right?
Yeah.
My God, I'm so thankful for imposed growth.
Imposed growth.
Imposed growth, man. When somebody believes in you enough
Yeah.
to say, yes, you can.
Yeah.
My God.
Even when they don't. Or
When you as an
don't,
individual don't
yeah.
see it, but somebody sees in you
I see.
and says, yes, you can.
Yeah.
So probably the greatest surprise for me is the opposition from the person when you see that potential in them and they don't.
And they don't.
And the settling for what they have versus what their potential is,
Right.
man, it's a shock.
How do you-
It's still a shock, actually.
Yeah.
All these years later, it's still a shock.
But how do you reach someone that you believe in that they don't see? How do you go about reaching them?
I think the first question you ask me comes back, consistency. I fail miserably, but consistency. How did the Grand Canyon happen? I don't know.
Yeah. But over
I
time.
wasn't there,
Yeah.
but it seems to me like a drip of water is going to take a long time to cut that ravine, right? So is it not the same way? We believe enough, but that endurance at times can be wearisome.
Yeah, I bet. And you've got, how many employees you have?
27.
That's a lot of people to pour into.
And we probably need 35. So it makes that even more challenging because there's so many people at Rite that are deeply vested in care and are pouring into it. You see that strain. At the same time, together we can accomplish great things,
Right.
even when there's gaps, right? Even when there's personnel gaps, we've
step
got
up.
us. But not always without the challenge of moving through that discomfort, right?
Yeah.
Embracing discomfort for the comfort that comes out of that. I mean, it's just like going to the gym, right?
Yeah.
When you exercise, you said it, you've got a routine. It's not comfortable,
No, the weights are heavy, man.
right? Intentionally so.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that's I like that. Yeah, and you're right. You've got some great people at Rite. I remember seeing you at the Tech Summit, and your team was there and helping people and talking to people and educating them on the brand. And I left. I went and did other things. Came back,
And they were still there.
Still there, and I left.
And came back.
I texted Wayne. I was driving past Moat. It's dark out. I text Wayne, I say, hey man, you still at the moat? He goes, yep, still here, still rocking. Like, goodness gracious.
Our integrators were there the night before, probably a good 3-4 hours setting up, and then they're real early and they're real late tearing it down. They're great group of people, man.
Yeah. So you started in the B2B sales, acquired the business, now you're a leader. What was something about being a leader, going from an operator to being a leader, that has motivated you? Like, what do you get out of being a leader that makes you love being a leader?
So it's the same. It's the same thing that probably is that which surprises me the most. The greatest gain is in seeing people grow.
Yeah.
So, I think about our mutual friend Wayne Parrish.
Yeah.
There was a time not too long ago that standing up in front of people to speak was not happening.
No.
It really pulled a lot, and that's normal for most people, right?
Absolutely.
So not to minimize that, but you see him today, and it's amazing to watch him step into his potential, right?
Yeah.
So you and I believe both are in pursuit of unlocking other people's potential.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
I wanna be that key, bro.
Yeah. Pouring into, part of what we do here is everybody here wants something greater for themselves, right? Because Rite is your baby and Agento is my baby, right?
What's theirs?
What's theirs, exactly. And so, helping them to reach whatever it is, even though I know that probably means they're not going to be here in a few years. I'm cool with that because of what they can step into. Like, what's their baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I love that. And
paying it forward.
And this is going to air after Wayne's tremendous speech, but he's going to crush it tomorrow.
Yes, he is.
Looking forward to seeing him take the gavel.
Me too.
And I know he's been working hard on his public speaking.
Yeah.
He's been working with Mitch Lamazov. Shout out Mitch, and I work with Mitch as well.
Thank you, Mitch.
Yeah. So I'm excited I've seen my public speaking from the past and see how I've gotten better or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see him do it. And I talked to Wayne yesterday. So I talked to him like 3 months ago about it, and he was like a little, nervous. But I talked to him yesterday. Yeah. I talked to him on the phone yesterday, and he just seemed cool,
settled,
and calm, and himself.
Yes.
You got this.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is true about all of us. When we are authentic, true to who we are, who we believe we are, who we aspire to be, man, that's when the juice really flows, right?
Unlocks everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, and kind of touching on the resume thing we talked about a minute ago, like, so with hiring so many people, right? You get
27 currently.
27, need 30, 35, so you're going to continue to hire people. What is the trait that you look for in people that is not on the resume?
So no one would, or I've never seen a resume that I can think of that depicts enthusiasm as a characteristic, and I am attracted. I'll use that word. I'm magnetically attracted to, candidly, you. You and I don't know each other very well, but your enthusiasm about what you just said, I already knew that, right? You're building into others, knowing that there is a probable launch at some time, right? That enthusiasm that you have about unlocking your team's potential and being really, truly what, I love this idea, this word, but you're an elevator.
An elevator, man.
Why do you get on an elevator?
To go up.
I mean,
man,
that's pretty rare to get on an elevator to go down. It's pretty easy. Gravity kind of you got to go down a flight, no big deal. But most of the time we purpose to go up, right?
Yeah.
So the enthusiasm, that word, man, is power to me.
I love that. I might have to steal that because you're right. When you get an enthusiastic team member, like what can be done and accomplished with that person?
Soul.
Yeah. I might steal that enthusiasm word. I'm always looking for gratitude.
Oh man, I love me some gratitude.
Yeah,
Love.
I think when I find team members who maybe aren't carrying a level of gratitude, I kind of take it really, really far. I'm not looking for that, but when I see people who aren't necessarily grateful for me, but grateful for the things and the blessings that
Life.
they have,
Yeah.
just life.
Life.
Man, I'm really, like you said, magnetically drawn to people like that, and want to work with them or partner with them or pair up and pour into them. Makes me want it even more.
It's our word for, well, it ties into our theme for 2026 as a company.
Gratitude.
Yeah.
I love. What is the thing?
Hold the line with gratitude in mind.
Hold the line with gratitude in line.
In mind.
In mind. Hold the line with gratitude in mind.
So hold the line can present in a way that's like a defensive posture.
Yeah.
And it's not about defense. There's a lot going on in the world around us. There's a lot going on economically. For my industry, we're sitting on 19% tariffs right now. I mean, there's a lot of challenge, right?
Brutal.
So our customers don't want to hear that. Our team doesn't want to hear that.
Right.
I don't want to hear it,
Right.
but it's a reality. It's like it's raining outside and I can't change that.
No.
So the hold the line could be a posture where we almost could see ourselves on our heels, and that's not what I wanted the team to hear from me, right? So hold the line with gratitude in mind. Like, we're holding the line in the sense of valuing what we have.
Yeah.
And appreciating each other, appreciating our community, appreciating our partners, and my goodness, appreciating our clients, right? So that's you're hitting a enthusiasm and gratitude, brother. We can make one word somehow.
Day,
Come
man.
on.
Come on. All right. So you acquire Rite at the time, if my understanding is correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. Printers and copiers.
That's it.
And that's it.
Yep.
At some point, you added all of the services that you have now. Talk to me about what those are and why you decided to add those.
So a lot of pressure in the industry, the core industry of copy print. We essentially rent printing equipment to businesses, and then we service it for them, right? So our technicians are on site taking care of things as on demand as they need it.
Yeah.
So pretty traditional business model. That business model, because printing obviously is a generational, from an office, even a cultural thing within an office. You have offices that make it a pursuit. We don't have a printer, right? Everything's digital.
We don't have one here.
Right here, right. So the reality of it is that, I don't need to be a weatherman to know there's a forecast coming. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So a lot of pressure to move into, actually, interestingly enough, my old friend, Paul Hoffman, used to, I believe, have an office in this building, or maybe
really,
right? Yeah, South Tech.
Next door.
Next door. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So in this business park, at least. So Paul and I, probably close to a decade ago, he's passed away now.
Right.
Founding owner of South Tech, phenomenal IT company, right? So he and I were working on before his passing, early passing, Rite acquiring South Tech. So that was the initial plan. And the pressure in my industry is to become a managed IT provider. So truth be told, man, I wanted nothing to do with it except for South Tech. South Tech and Rite at the time had such kindred cultures that it felt like it would be a great natural move. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. And without that, I really didn't feel a draw to open a managed IT division. So in 2019, October 2019, I became inspired to launch the commercial AV division as a result of a friend of mine, Sean Mummert, the Office People, Charleston, South Carolina. I'll give you a shout out. Just went up and saw his operation and saw the symmetry that there is between the core business of what we do and the decision makers that are making the same or making the decision in an adjacent technology, being AV, commercial AV, are largely the same decision makers on the copy print side.
Sure.
Fast forward, we launched the commercial security division, so physical security, surveillance cameras, door access control, things of that nature, and the suite of products with Verkada in 2021. So those are the three. There's a lot of ancillaries within that, but those are the three core lanes that we run in today.
I love it. And that's an industry I feel like that is continuing to evolve and expand and grow.
Very much. AI is really brought a tremendous amount of advancement to securing places, people, assets,
absolutely.
and having the again, AI, keyword search, voice search, guy in a red hoodie with a backpack, and you really pull it down.
Man, it's changed everything. I ran out of the office just before you got here, and we got a call from somebody, like a potential client, and in the voicemail, I talked to him since, but in the voicemail he said, I'm looking for assistance with our company's marketing. Found you on ChatGPT. I was like, yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing Google searches.
it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're using AI to get their answers.
Yeah.
And that's changed. I feel like it's touched every industry, whether that's, where the attention is or just the efficiency, in the day-to-day processes. Everybody in every industry, I feel like, is using it.
Yeah. So funny story, March of 2024, trying to make sure my years are right, but so we're March of 24, I would attest to prior to March of 24 being anti-AI, right?
Yeah.
I was, and mind you, you won't find me on social media, not to be a hater, I just don't,
It's not your
I
thing.
don't lean that way.
Yeah.
So why, if you ever see me pop up on Facebook, I'm leaning away for somebody else. I'm not doing it for me, right? And there's a reason at times to do that, but it's just not my thing. So when it comes down to it, I'm not very public in that regard. So AI for me seemed intrusive in the same way that things like social do. So I was really just a very silent abstainer. I didn't shame anybody for it, but now, man, I'm adding it to my business as quickly as possible. And you want to talk about something else on a resume, I don't want to necessarily see it, but I want to see it in the person. I want to see how they use it. I want to see how it's impacting them already.
Right. How they're using it, implementing it in their life. And I find that when I see people using it, like just early stages, their eyes begin to open up.
Oh my goodness, when my wife started.
What else can I use this for?
Maria was similar. She probably, we've been together for so long, she learned some of my habits. She was a little resistant to it as well, but my goodness, I see her using it every day now.
Every day.
She's
same with my wife. Like Heather, she this is about a year ago, she started using it to like pick outfits.
What?
Like, hey, I'm going to this event. This is the style. This
Maria,
is the
did you hear that?
Yeah. And she'll like take a picture, boom, like with this bag, these shoes.
What?
And it'll tell her like, oh, actually, why don't you try this or whatever.
Does it catalog what she has?
Yeah.
Stop it.
So we went to dinner Friday night and she tried on an outfit and it was like, actually, what about the one you were gonna wear, a couple weeks ago?
Oh my goodness.
And that's what she went with. Looked great.
Wow.
So now I'm sometimes like, what do you think about this?
It's interesting. Maria, I'm a very fortunate husband on many levels, but Maria says to me last week, she's like, honey, I just want you to know, I put your shirts in the closet in a way that the ones on this side, you haven't worn more recently. The ones on this side. So like she's AI in me.
That's right.
Because she's saying you're wearing the same shirt too often.
Come on, mix it up, man.
Mix it up. But you're telling me AI will do that. That is solid.
It will do it. Yeah. And
see
she's
the
even
uses. Like, come on.
Little stuff you just don't even think about.
How do you not see value? And I just can't. I can't.
And I've even gone to her like I'll put something on and be like, "Just look all right." And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, does this match?" She's like, "Let's ask AI." And she'll just I'm like,
wow.
I had never thought about using it that way. Even we built a house and moved in May. And
Congratulations.
Thank you. Even like picking the curtains and it'll mock up what it would look like.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I don't really like that. We didn't have that.
Yeah.
You kind of had to go with the paint swatches or whatever and then pick something. And if you don't like it, now you got to
redo it
or live with it.
Yeah.
So it's been cool to see her and other people just their minds open up to using it. I dove in 2021, pretty
early
heavy.
Adopter.
Yeah, I would touch it here and there pre-COVID.
Yeah.
But it was really elementary back then. But in 21, it was writing content, right? That's what people were looking at it for. And I employ writers, so I'm like,
Makes a lot of sense.
Is this gonna come take our jobs or whatever? So I remember diving in and playing with it and seeing like, yeah, it writes okay, but here's something else I could use it for, and my brain ever since.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a patch of grass, a sod that didn't take, and the first 30 days we lived in there, I took pictures of it. Like,
No,
what should
you
I
didn't.
do? Yeah, what should I do? Every day, and even it would tell me, "Don't water today. It rained." I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like,
Wow.
And now that sod is perfect.
What's your preferred language? What's the
I use
tool of
GPT
choice?
a lot.
Okay.
I use Relevance AI for a lot of business stuff.
Okay.
And I use Perplexity.
I've not even heard of that one.
Perplexity is like an earlier one that's like a Google.
Okay.
So Google's implementing their Gemini into the search. Perplexity has always been that way.
Okay.
But like even for business, I'm giving trade secrets here. Like if I'm gonna meet a prospect, it pulls the notes from my CRM.
Wow.
And then does a Perplexity search.
Okay.
To see like, have they been recently noted here for
Really?
this or for that? What are they known for?
So you're showing up present with contextual
Right.
relevance in that. Wow.
Yeah, to just prepare me. And then Chat GPT will take all that minutia and put it into like a brief for me. So I kind of have them working together.
Wow.
And Relevance will look at their LinkedIn.
How about Notebook LM? Have you?
I haven't played a lot with it. I want
tell
to.
Next time you get around Miles at my office,
Yeah.
he showed me something yesterday that it blew my mind. Man.
Okay.
He put together Miles leads our. He's a director of technology experience. So he leads our client success team in our help desk.
Yeah.
So it's all customer service. Like they're all customer facing all day, every day, right? And he put together Notebook LM put together with some prompts from him, an incredible training video. Blew my mind. Blew my mind, man. Animations, the whole bit. It was. I mean, this is just yesterday. This is legit.
It's insane.
It's legit.
I've seen videos and I can pretty well tell if it's real or not, but every once in a while, one will go past my feed and I'll think it's real and then find out completely AI.
Yeah.
Like, what are we gonna do when there is no Tom Cruise or because they could just make it. Like, why pay some big time actor when I can just make one?
Yeah. Music, everything.
Music, we have played with Suno. So you just give it some prompts, it writes the whole song, beat, audio, everything, man.
Imagine if you were dating. Come on, guys. Right?
Come on.
You could play. Come on.
Listen, man. When I used Suno, when I found that, I forget what it was, but my wife had asked me to do something, empty the dishwasher or something, and I had it write a song.
Oh, come on.
As Chris Brown, who she likes, about how I shouldn't have to. And she just looked at me like, "What's wrong with you?" But in seconds, man.
It's incredible.
Oh man.
Listen, if nothing else, it's putting a smile on our face.
It is. We're enjoying it. If you were in my seat and you're interviewing an entrepreneur, because there'll be one in your seat in about an hour. I can't tell you who they are, what industry they're in, but if you could ask an entrepreneur one question, what would it be?
I would tell you that I am working on endeavoring to, I've come to a realization. So I would probably base the question on this. All of us have one thing in common. And I really can't find more than that one thing. And that one thing is we all get 24 hours every day.
Yeah.
You can't get 24 and a half, and I get 23 and a half. We all get 24. So we can't produce more time, but we can produce energy.
Okay.
And we can, with the time that we're graced with, we can become more productive by not having depleted energy or by having higher levels of energy, right? So I think I would I would ask a question, again, setting the context with that backdrop. So Chris, I would ask you, how do you protect and preserve your energy so that you're at your best for your team and for your clients?
Mark it down. That's a great question. You want to know my answer?
Yes, sir. I didn't ask it for no reason. Come on.
I think a big part of it is the gratitude that I spend every minute of my life thinking about. I like I think I mentioned earlier, I take it a little too far. You know, in my morning prayer, I generally say, "Thank you for waking me up of sound mind," right? Because we're not guaranteed. And the story behind that, man, is we had an old lady at church when I was growing up, Miss Roper. Shout out Miss Roper. She's not with us anymore. But every time they did the praise God time, you could just speak up. And every Sunday she would say, "I'm just so thankful to be woken up of sound mind." And, you know, I'm 10, 11,
Yeah.
12. We would kind of giggle, this lady crazy. But as I got older, I was like, man, I'm not guaranteed to be woken up of sound mind, to be woken up at all, or of sound mind. And, you know, so just being grateful for the fact that he woke me up and allowed me to come to a business that he blessed me with having. I think that's how I protect my energy, and it keeps me. People tell me that I'm like a half full kind of dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like positivity and
Yes.
stuff like that. And I don't try to go over the top with it, but I am just over the moon grateful that I get to wake up. Truly, I could have been born in any other time, you know, in this country, on this earth, with any other circumstance, but I got to be born here and to be blessed with the gifts that I have or don't, or whatever, you know, the skills that I have, and be put in a position to do the things that I'm, you know, the opportunities that I have. And I am just over the moon grateful for that.
Yeah. So what's the opposite of gratitude?
Dissatisfaction, frustration, negativity. No, gratitude. If I'm not grateful, I expect it. There's a word I'm searching for. What is that word if I expect it? I don't know. Entitlement. I would say an entitlement, yeah.
Yeah, so as I'm hearing you, interesting. Thank you for answering the question so authentically. But what I heard is actually was powerful because it's what you didn't say. God, unintended communication. How much do you think about that?
Yeah, man.
Unintended communication.
Yeah,
so
all the time.
what you didn't say is that complaining, and this is a term that I've recently learned: repetitive consideration.
Repetitive consideration. Okay.
Repetitive consideration often comes into play when we're miserating, right? We're contemplating the things in which we're dissatisfied with.
Right.
And let me tell you, I mean, I can attest to, you want to drain some energy out of a soul, spend some time thinking about that versus how about a gratitude walk?
Right.
Start the day with a gratitude walk. I don't do it. I hear about it.
Yeah.
I think it's powerful. I've done it. I don't do it consistently, right? Where the entire time you're spending this, if it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, but you're thinking about maybe even speaking out the things that I'm grateful for. I'll tell you, I was driving home. This is probably within the last month. Maria could hold me accountable to that. And I just started. We were on the phone. I was driving home late from work one night, and I just, for whatever reason, I began to tell her all the things I was grateful for on the phone. I'm driving home. I don't know. Maybe I was, hoping she was. I was coming home to mama in some lingerie or something, right? I don't know. I might have been motivated, but
yeah, for sure.
But when I just, the power, the energy, I could have drove home and thinking about all the things that I'm not happy about with my marriage, right? But instead she caught me while I was thinking about how grateful. And so I thought, let me tell her. Man, that was powerful.
I bet.
Take gratitude to another level, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So. Yeah, and I think, and I guess that would be what you're talking about, like when you constantly say, I don't know about some people say, oh, you speak it into the universe. But I don't, but I do believe that you speak it to yourself. Like even when you say things outwardly, I'm frustrated about this, I'm upset, I'm dissatisfied in this. When you're saying it, you're hearing it. And I think that it just feeds that negativity more and more.
Well, you spoke about something a moment ago. I think you said Miss Roper would say it, right?
Yeah.
That's a scripture, right? I've not given you a spirit of fear, but of, what's the scripture say? I've not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and soundness of mind.
Soundness of mind, yeah.
So that's, she was quoting the scripture. There's another scripture that says that there's life and death in the power of the tongue. I believe it's in James.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I will tell you, I don't align with the name and claim either, right?
Yeah.
But I can attest to what we just talked about, what I just mentioned about speaking into my wife driving home, right? I could,
How powerful was
it builds it.
And how powerful would the opposite be? Yeah,
Even if I
absolutely.
just spoke it to myself, right? That's that repetitive consideration. You start miserating on things that are, you want to drain your energy. So
That'll do
I
it.
commend you, man. Great
I
answer.
appreciate it. Yours too. Last question. Been in business since 20.
Personally or right?
Right. You acquired it 07.
I started as an employee in 07.
So you acquired
Partner
it
in 15.
15. Okay. Oh, so you just passed 10 years. Okay.
Yes, actually January 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Man. Keep your eyes open for our next guest. Last question.
Yes, sir.
What's the next 5 years look like?
Next 5 years, Maria and I will own Rite, and Rite won't own us. Will be number one.
Yeah.
Next 5 years, the leadership at Rite will come from, in 5 years, the leadership at Rite will come from others more than me. And today it comes from me dominantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Same. Okay. That's exciting. I'm excited to watch that unfold. It's been a pleasure to watch Rite grow,
Thank you.
over the last few years, particularly as I've gotten to know you and Wayne and the team. And man, so great. This was so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me.
I had a blast as well.
Man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.